இல்ல
कटिंग
ओपन करें
ते फोटो ना सेंड करा बिगी सेंड करा जरी
काय
ते
कर
क्लोज कर सुनो ते टेम्पलेट डाला हमें
हेलो 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 से 1 hour है 30 minutes
ते नाको फोटो तुमचा आता यूज करू ना मैं ते 30 minutes सेव्हनच करू
you
mas mail Gmail
Done. ते पेस्ट कशी करतात यांना पेस्ट स्टार्ट होगा जा डीलर अव्वడం
GoDaddy offers hosting that's reliable and simple to set up. Get 99.9.
예전에 이걸로 적어놓은 거 तेच ते माऊस इथे का चालतात थोड़ा काढीच नाही करतांगा हा
Okay, good evening. Thank you for joining. So we will just start this session. So today we will be seeing how to. Yeah, good evening. Today we will be seeing how to install WordPress in an AWS Ubuntu server. So that is our intention in doing this. And you can give comments, whatever you want in the chat, so that I will try to answer you as possible. So let's start. So now I have opened an AWS account. So this is a default. You need to have an AWS account to do this. So we'll be running here. So first, once you are into your AWS account, go to services. In services, you will see computing. Just click on this compute. Click on EC2 instance. So you will come to this page. Click instances. Here you have an option called launch instance, right? So just click on this launch instance. You need to create a name. You need to give a name for this instance. So I will give it as just as WordPress. Just I'm giving a name as WordPress. So here, what is the operating system that you have to take? Here, in my case, I will take Ubuntu as my operating system. So Ubuntu. When I click this, you can see that there it shows a free tier eligible. So Ubuntu server, which is free tier eligible, this should be there. So keeping this, and here we are going to use a T2 micro instance. So T2 micro instance, which is a free instance for the user who is newly created an AWS account for 1 year. So for 1 year, he can test anything and do it. So I'm taking that same T2 micro instance, which is more sufficient for this WordPress installation. And if you need to create a key pair, so this key pair is if I want my laptop to be connected to this AWS account, I'm trying to connect through a putty server, or I am going to use it with the help of any SSH keys I want to do. So those things can be done. So I'll create a new key pair here. I'll give the name as WordPress. Create a key pair. So instantly it gets downloaded. I'll download to my desktop itself. So you saw that download has happened. Next, so what are the things that you want to allow in the server? So I want to allow HTTP. I'm not going to HTTPS. That is, HTTPS comes into picture when you have an SSL key. Say, for example, you are using an domain name, say something like vijayanand.me or rahul.me or something like that. And after that, you are configuring a SSL key, then you will be launching it to an HTTPS. I am going to use only the IP. So I'll use it as IP itself, that is HTTP without this HTTPS. And what is the storage? So 8 GB is the default storage for an Ubuntu is enough. If you want, you can extend. For a free tier instance, you have an eligibility to go up to 30 GB of instance. 30 GB. So I'm going with the free tier eligible. Then click launch instance. So this is launching a new EC2 instance. This is creating a new EC2 instance. We will go to instances to see that the instance is getting created. So you can see here, there is an WordPress and it is saying as pending. That is, it has created the instance. Now we have given the operating system as Ubuntu, which has to be loaded, right? So that is trying to get loaded. Once it is loaded, it will give the running. So now you can see it is in the running mode. Just click on this and go to connect. So this is Ubuntu. Just give connect. So I am connected to the Ubuntu. So this is nothing but we have created a server with an Ubuntu instance where we are going to install WordPress. Now our instance is ready and we have also logged into the server Ubuntu. Now, very first command is I need to be a sudo user. So I'll give it as sudo so, so that it changes into root. So okay, you can see here that it has changed into a root user here. Now the I need to update this. So actually, why at the time of creating this instance, we what we have do when we are installing Windows or something, we have a CD drive and we install it. That CD which is having a Windows copy could be a older version, right? Could be a older thing. Now a new update might have happened. So that is what is happening here also. We took an image of an Ubuntu instance which could be of a older version. I need to update it to a latest version. So that is my intentions here. So I'll give it as apt hyphen get update. So this will update my Ubuntu instance to the latest one. Just wait for a few seconds. Yeah, it's done. So now my first point is I have updated my OS. Now the very first thing is I need a web server for this, right? So to go for a web server, what I need an Apache. I'm trying to use an Apache web server here. So I'll give it as apt hyphen get install Apache 2. Yes. So it is trying to install Apache into my Ubuntu OS server, right? So once this is done, I can browse this and see whether my instance is running, right? So it has done. I can give a service, VIC service Apache 2 status. So it shows that it is active and it is running. I can go to my browser and check also. So this is the new IP which was created with it. So I just copy it, paste it here, continue the site. Yeah. So you can see an Apache web server has been created and it is now in the running state. So we have done the first point, right? First point is installing an Apache. So that we have done. So the next point is we need to install MySQL database. So we will install MySQL database now. So what I'll do, I come to my instance, I give it as apt hyphen get install MySQL hyphen server. Are you sure? Yes. Do you want to continue? Yes, I want to continue. It is trying to install MySQL into my database. And the default user for this MySQL for root will be no password because I'm trying to use it in the same server. It will go directly. I will show that also. It's installing just a few seconds to go. Yeah, it has done. Now it has installed MySQL into it. So I will just check whether it is properly installed. So I'll give it as MySQL and just click. So I can see that MySQL is installed. Now to see what are the databases, I will give it as show databases. So I can see that there are a few databases available. Now what I will do, I will create a new database for this WordPress. So WordPress, what is it? It is a content management system which stores all the data into its database, right? So it stores all the data into its data base, and from there it collects and shows us whatever is needed, right? So that is what is happening. So I'll create a new database. I'll give create database, database name. What will be my database name? I'll give it as WordPress. Now I'll try show databases. So you can see that a WordPress database has been created, right? So my next point is, what I will try to do is I will try to install PHP also. So we need Apache web server, we need a MySQL database, and WordPress is running on top of PHP, right? So I need PHP also in this case for this. So my next point is installing. So my next point is installing PHP. So I'll come out of this. I'll give exit apt hyphen get install PHP. Yes, I want to install PHP. So now it is installing PHP in earnest. So it is nothing but a LAMP server. So first we need a web server, our database, then PHP, which is the base for a WordPress. So we are installing Word PHP now. Yeah, it is done now. So at the same time, this PHP has to connect with my MySQL database, right? So for that, I will use PHP MySQL also. So apt hyphen get install. I'll give it as PHP hyphen MySQL. Yes. So this acts as a driver for my PHP application to connect to my database server. So I have all done this. Now coming back here, you can see this Apache web server is running from this part. That is nothing but var www html index.html. So I will check whether my PHP application has been successfully installed or not. So that becomes, so HTML is running here. Now I want to check whether PHP is also running successfully. So what I have to do, I'll go to that page. So cd slash var slash www slash html. So when I give ls, you can see that that is index. So I'll create a new file called index.php, and here I will give it as php info escape colon wq. So now I have given a page for this. Let us check whether it is running. Index.php. So you can see that PHP is also running now. So what we have done, we have successfully installed Apache web server, we have installed MySQL database, and we have also installed PHP. Now the next thing is WordPress, right? So to download, so first I need to download this. I'll go to the website here and I'll give it as WordPress downloads. So you'll get something like this. So this is the place. I just right click and copy the link address. I'm just copying my link address, coming here. So I see here WS, okay. I give wget. So I'm trying to download it here, right? So paste. latest.zip. Now I give ls. So we have downloaded the WordPress instance and we have kept ready here. So here I can see that the latest is there. I need to unzip it. So this is a fresh server, right? So you will not find that zip installed. So I'll not be able to unzip. I'll show it. I'll give it some unzip latest. It will show not able to find unzip. So it is asking me to install it. I'll give it apt install unzip. Something went wrong. Okay, spelling mistake. Apt install zip. So now it has, we have a link. I mean, we have unzip ready with us. ls, so that is there. I give unzip latest dot zip. So now it is extracting the WordPress file and keeping it for us ready. So it is keeping us ready with the WordPress. So this is a folder which is getting extracted. It'll take few seconds. So are you all enjoying this? In chat, you can just give an comment, no? So are you really learning or something like that? You can just give comments, which will motivate me. Okay, so when we give ls, you can see that there is a WordPress ready, right? So now the WordPress is ready. That is the folder is ready. Now we need to install it, right? We need to install it and go for other contents. So before going to that, first we need to correct our database with a user. So for MySQL, when I give MySQL, you can see directly it goes to my MySQL database. But when you are going to WordPress, it will show that you need a database username and password. You need a database username and password for connecting it. So what we will do, we will create a user first. So we'll create user. So what would be the username? I'll give it as WP user, WordPress user at percentage. From where? From anywhere. I'm trying to give it as from anywhere percentage. Identified by password. Let it be just as WP123. So this is the password I'm trying to give here also. So don't do this in live stream with a production thing. So here we are just giving you so that you come to understand what things are going on, right? So it is not for a production to it. So after this instance is created and I have demonstrated it, I will destroy this database and things so that nothing harmful happens. It should not be when you are doing anything credentials related thing in a live show, be careful that it is destroyed after it or you are hiding the credentials before you are going live. So that should be your main security purpose aspect that you have to take care. Okay. So anyway, so I'm creating a user. So it gives okay. That means the database is successfully created. Okay. What is my next version? I have created my user. What I need to do? I need to give my WordPress database full access to this user, right? So what I will do, I will give grant all. So I'm giving all permissions, all on. What is my database? So we created our database, right? So I'll give show databases. You can see there is a WordPress database that we have created. So what I will do, I will give grant all on. So what is my database name? WordPress. WordPress at WordPress dot start. That means all tables, views, everything. So in that database, to which user? User is WP user at what was the destination from anywhere, right? If you want to give, you can go with localhost also, but I have given here something like this and I give enter. So it gives OK. That means I have created a I have given full permission to WP user for this WordPress database. What is the database password? You can see is it is WP123. Right. So now, so we have done this. We give exit. I can show what are the tables also present. So I can give use WordPress database change. Now I give show tables. You can see that it is empty. So nothing is installed. We'll come back again and we will see what are the tables that are created at this point, right? We'll give exit. So here we have this WordPress, right? Now, so this is the final step. Everything is set. Now we run WordPress, everything will be okay and it will get connected. Before doing that, what small change also we will do. So what happens here is, so this is my IP, right? When I give this, so this is there. Slash WordPress. I have to give something like this. What is mine? Sorry. What is WordPress? Okay, right. PHP installation appears to be missing MySQL extension, which is okay. It is saying that it's not able to connect with the database properly. Okay, let's see. But see, one thing, we are coming with a WordPress. So you have to give the IP, and after that, you are also giving WordPress. Instead of it, what we need is directly it should open here. So that should be my intention. Right. Let's check. We got an error, right? MySQL. Okay. That seems to be right only. Let's see. So what I will do, so it is actually this HTML. So I'll come here, cd double dot, cd double dot I am giving here. And what I will do, so ls, you can see there is HTML. I am moving this file, so HTML, to a new folder called HTML1. So I'm moving here. So when I give ls, you can see that it has moved to HTML. So what I do, move HTML WordPress to the current part with the name of HTML. So when I give ls, you can see the HTML file is now ready. So now the same thing coming back here, instead of giving WordPress, what you can give, you can directly give it as this. So you will see the same content here, right? So the content remains the same. Now, before we go for installation, so it's asking for MySQL PHP extension is installed or not. So we'll check that. So before going to that point, what we need to give full permissions for this. So when I give ls minus lshrt, you can see that HTML is accessed by root. So it is accessed by a root content. So if it is a root content, so what I need to do, if it is a root content, it will not be accessible from the web. So web uses a different kind of user, which is nothing but www-data. So that is the user which it will be used. So that is what we need to do it. So I am just changing the owner. So this is nothing but the owner. Root is the owner of it. sub owner and main owner group also is root, and user is also root. So what I am doing here, I am trying to change this. So what I will give change owner, CHOWN, change owner hyphen R. What does this R means? Means recursion. Recursion means entirely. So entirely. So for which, what is the thing which I want to change the owner? It is nothing but www hyphen data colon. User is www hyphen data and group is also www hyphen data. So this is what I want to give. To which holder? Nothing but slash var www slash html. So for this completely, I want to give this enter. So now when I give ls minus lsh rt, you can see the user has been changed and the group is also changed to www hyphen data. That is the first thing. Second thing is I need to give permissions for the file. Actually, when we are trying to install WordPress, what it will do, it will install all the it will install some files, it will create some new files and all. So it is accessing through a web. So we need to give the permission for it to access, right? So that is more important. So what we will do, we'll create it as ch mode, change mode. I'm changing it. First, what we did, CHO own. That means I am changing the ownership. Now I am changing the mode of operation, which is also in the recursive mode. 755. 777 is that is you are giving full permission. That is 100% permission for read, write, and execution. But here I am trying to give permission of 755. That means not full permission for read. Read is having a full permission for write and execution. I am giving a 555, which is nothing but a step lower of it. So that is what I am trying to give. And my path for which one? So where www slash html. So this is the path, right? So that is also done now. So now again, when I give ls minus lshrt, you can see that it has given the permission and everything is ready now. So we have given in the recursive mode 775 HT. That is done. Now, what happens is when you are installed a WordPress and you want to set a theme, so you need to change. Some normal WordPress will be very uh, just a simple page. So you need to download a template and install it. In that case, what you have to do, you need to do a upload. So you have to upload some files. So for that, you need to create a folder. So what is that folder? You have to give it as make directory. So nkdir, where you have to create this at where www slash html slash WordPress content. So WordPress content slash uploads. So this is my folder that I need. So I have done this. Now same way for this also I need to give a permission. So I just recopy this and make this copy. Just pasting here so that nothing goes wrong. And at the same time, is anything permission? Okay. I'll give 75. Yeah, that's enough. So now when you come here back, so I'll close this. This is not needed anymore. So this is the page. Okay. So now we have everything is done, but still it is showing that WordPress is having some issue. So what is it? Your PHP installation appears to be missing the MySQL extension, which is required for this. Please check if MySQL I PHP extension is installed. So it says to check this. Maybe I have installed, I think, but anyway, I'll check. So what I'll do, I'll give PHP, no, sorry, apt hyphen get install MySQL Hyphen. No, it is PHP MySQL. I should give 1 minute. What was it? Yeah, I think it's PHP MySQL. PHP hyphen MySQL. PHP MySQL is already a newer version. So PHP MySQL is already there, but still it is facing a issue. Okay, maybe I need to restart my service Apache 2. 1 minute. Sometimes we will find this issue. If you reboot it, it will get okay. Yeah. So everything is done. Now it is able to connect. We can see that it has not given any error and it is ready to open. Right. So it is English. So continue. Database name, username, password. This should be ready. Are you okay? Yes, let's go. So what is the database name that you want? I mean, what is the database name that we have kept? We have kept as WordPress, right? I'll give it as WordPress. So I'll give MySQL show. Sorry, MySQL show databases. So it is WordPress, right? WordPress. What is the username? We gave it as WP user, right? And what is the password? WP123, right? What did we give? Yeah, it is WP user WP123. So I just give submit, run the installations. So it is ready now. Now it is asking for a site. Maybe what is the title that you want to give for this? Maybe we will give it as um, Worldline. Maybe different. So always we speak Worldline. Maybe I'll give it as Tech Group. Just giving something. Here I will give it as what is the username I want to use admin. Here I will give it as admin at 123. Yeah, it still shows weak. Okay. EDMIN at 123 W. Yes. Why? Okay. So I'll keep it as admin at 123. So now we have created a user. What is the admin? If you want to give any username, you can give it. So I'll just give some mail ID here. It's weak. It is not taking admin at. Okay, I'll give it as Vijay at AD123. Okay, now it is okay because it was too weak, it was not taking. So we have given us, we'll note this down. Sometimes we'll not be able to log in. So admin is the username and password is Vijay caps V caps at AD123. Right. So A is also caps. So install WordPress. Yes, you are done. Login. So what is it? Nothing but admin. And what is the password? V caps IJAY at AD123. Login. So you can see our WordPress website is ready now. You can browse this So what is this? I just copy this, paste it. Tech group. So our WordPress website is ready now, right? So now it shows not at all impressive, right? It seems to be not very happy with what we have installed, right? So what we will do, we will try to install a theme so that it looks much better and you see the beauty what we have done within this maybe 35 minutes to 40 minutes, right? So what happened in 35 to 40 minutes and what we have done, it will be a beauty for us. So what I go do, I go back here. Here you can see there is an appearance. Here you see a theme here. So here you can go for add new. So here you can see there are different themes available, right? So whichever theme you like, you can take it. Maybe give a name as tech group, right? So let's see whether we'll get something tech. Okay, something like this. We'll just check this. The preview is not so good. We'll take a good preview and we'll do it. Otherwise, the time which we spent and did will not be so happy. We'll not be so happy with it. Yeah, this seems to be a bit okay. Okay, so this is what something I liked, but you can browse it. Just I'm giving an idea. Maybe one more search. Okay, I'll take this. If it opens clearly. Yeah, something like this. It's done. Now what you have to do, you have just need to click and install. So it is giving an installing. Now I need to give an activate button. I activate this. So you get everything ready now. Whatever you want to change, you can change here. So maybe this is what want to change. So I'll just give it as grow with grow with world line. Just I give something like this and I give publish. You can edit anything. Just I have given one sample. Once this is done, coming back to our IP. So this is our IP, right? This was the thing which we installed and it was not so impressive. Now we have installed a theme and refreshing it. You got it. Did you enjoy this? Was it really interesting? So you have learned how to install WordPress and also update a theme. So there are many opportunities there. You can earn some um, pocket money or something doing website creations for WordPress, and you get so only 30 minutes it took, right, for creating this. And after that, based on the customer requirements, you need to customize. So you can go on improving with this. Hi, please type in chat Did you really enjoy this? You like such contents to be more? Hello? Any questions you have? Okay. Thank you very much for your support. We will once again meet with an interesting topic. Thank you. Bye. Okay. Thank you.